welcome back to Psychology Eats. So what's eating you? Y'all already know where I'm at the McDonald's eating on these French fries. Oh, these is hot too. Oh, 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 oh. These fries cost me 6,000 points on a McDonald's app. You know. Oh, these fries is hot. I don't like my fries straight out the grease. I don't. They too hot. Oh, oh, mm. Yo, I'm at McDonald's tearing up these French fries, honey. How's everyone doing? Yo, what's today? Saturday, yeah. When I don't work, I could keep up the days of the week. It's almost what? Nothing. How's everyone doing? Oh, these fries is good. You already know what I'm about to talk about. But y'all gonna be surprised what I got to say. I'm not even holding Peach accountable for them kids' hair. I'm not. Who should be responsible for your boys' hair if you raise them boys? Who should be responsible for their hair if you got a mommy and a daddy in the house? Who should be responsible? If you're taking the kids to the barbershop. Because I see girls in the barbershop. Peaches is the daddy. Hey, Peaches is the daddy. She takes on the daddy role. But in this case, I know she begged Roy. I was about to call him Roy. Freak is Roy. I know she begged Wood to start cutting the boy's hairs. He's so lazy. He is so effing lazy. I'm good. Wood is so fucking lazy. Like, Pete should never brag on Wood. Stop bragging on his lazy ass. It ain't like this man got a job. You don't have no job. You couldn't get your boy's hair cut. Wouldn't it be responsible for the boy's hair? I feel like Wood is responsible for their hair. He ain't doing shit else. He is so... Oh, my God. I couldn't even... I'm not even going to put that on Peach. As far as who should have got their hair done. Peach can't let him take the boys to get their hair braided because she's afraid he'll screw one of the braiders. You're right, Ann. You're right. You're right. Peach is such a control freak that she even tries to control his cheating. You can cheat on Friday night and that's it. It's so weird. Like, girl. You went and got your hair done, but you let all them kids go on vacation with their hair like that. And some people are saying, y'all missing the point. I can hear you through the phone. It was a family on vacation. They had a beautiful vacation. I agree. Especially Ann because he ain't got shit else going on. Now, I used to take my kids, my boys, to get their hair cut because my husband was busy. Shit. Working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. And if I couldn't get to it, then he'd give him a little buzz cut himself. A little zzz. But that was ridiculous. But then again, we know how Peach go out in the street. She'll go in the street looking a hot mess. Yeah, like she was controlling his cheating. Hi, Charlotte. Like, come on. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't look past nothing else on that trip but how you let your kids look. Especially gorgeous. How you do that to her? You know you knew y'all was gonna go swimming. You couldn't let the Africans throw some braids in her hair. I know you done did something to piss Barbie off, or maybe you think Wood been thinking about Barbie or some shit, like she ain't going to Barbie no more. But this was ridiculous. But like I said, I'm not even gonna put that on Pete. Not this time. That was all Wood. You lazy ass bitch. Sorry, y'all. You lazy ass bitch. He ain't worth a nickel, yo. Nothing. Nothing. He want to do all them trips and shit because he's so childish. He be having the most fun and shit. I'm scared them daggone kids to death on that boat. Now that was funny. And Cindy, because Peach was in her Cindy modality, she's sitting there trying to laugh it off, knowing she was scared to damn death too. We're gonna go out to the deep part of the water like he know what the hell he doing. Oh, girl. Mm. She been needed a psychiatrist. And you see when Children and Youth was there and offer her counseling services, she denied it. When they finally have enough of this bullshit, Children and Youth or whatever they'll mandate it. They're gonna mandate it. Watch. Even though I 100% don't think her kids should be taken from her custody. Right, newborn? That's why he asked. He's like, girl, you don't think you need counseling? Ah! After he walked through that house, he was like, oh my God. You're going to walk through a house in disarray. Whole house fucked up except one room. The only room ain't messed up is the one you in. That shit was weird. You was scared for their life on the boat? I know, right? They just found a little girl who was out there with her family. Her family, little black girl. It was just on the news. Out in Destin. Boy, stop capping. Oh, I gotta tell you something. I'll leave it in a message. On IG. I definitely gotta tell you something. Yeah. If they One day, God forbid, but it is what it is. She put herself out there to be in a situation. If they ever do take her kids, they are going to mandate counseling in order to get them back, and it's just going to be a mess. You better not. Do not. I'm going to send you something, but you better not say shit. Oh, my God. Whoo. I'll send it to you later. The sad part is she would think her kids being away is like daycare. Oh, God. Mm-mm. She would be very upset because, wait a minute, let me back up. Never mind, newborn, you might be right. I've seen parents do that. I've seen me more upset that their kids go and care than they are and shit. I'm like, girl, they took your kids? Yeah. I'm like, damn. Why ain't you falling out in the street right now? Child, they like, I need a break. I'm like, okay, girl. Hmm. I just can't believe she went on vacation with her kid's hair like that. I'm still stuck on that. Mm-mm. I just can't do it. For content, bitch, that's it. But she would take us on the journey to get them back. Mm-mm-mm-mm. See, that's where having a mama comes in handy. Tracy would have took them to get their hair cut. Hi, double twins. Tracy and Ed would have made sure they had a haircut. Y'all ain't never seen my Ed on here with a nappy head, ever. Mm. Girl, that was awful. It was awful. And you ain't never seen my baby without his haircut, ever. Mm-mm. Now, he might have been drunk as a Cooter Brown, sweating like a hooker in church, but his hair was cut. Girl, somebody said they had food in their hair. I read on somebody said they had straight food in their hair. Child, even the peach patch was gagging. Let me tell you something. I go on vacation. I can't go on vacation wearing old shit. I can't do it. I got to have new outfits. Your pictures got to show that you ain't wearing the same shit you wore at the house. Am I wrong? Her money is fine right now as long as she got social media checks. If she ever lost that, she couldn't. And the way the government is set up now, child by, it ain't gonna be no more Section 8. It ain't gonna be no more housing vouchers until these folks that's there now are gone. Excuse me, y'all. Did any of y'all watch y'all president's birthday party today? Did anybody watch y'all president's birthday party? I'm still on. I can't believe. I can see and poor McIntyre, his braids look like they've been in there since April. Since April. Since April. It was awful. You didn't even try to touch their hair up. You didn't even pack a brush. You ain't have a brush comb or a pick with y'all. Oh, Wood, you was a lazy, lazy bitch. Oh, you so lazy. That is one lazy, trifling man. Sitting there giggling and grinning like a Chelsea cat and shit, knowing you ain't paid for shit. Child, would I have taken two newborns on a boat and all them kids? 100% no. That my inexperienced husband is navigating? 100% no. 100% no. I'm telling you, God takes care of fools and children. He really does. He really does. Oh, that was a mess. But everything is content. Did I finish my statement? Oh, so out there in that body of water, a little girl from Arkansas, her and her family was out there vacationing from what I can understand from the news, and she went missing. Girl, they gave Wood the keys to the boat and gave him a 5-minute lesson and said, okay, bye. And said, okay, bye. Boating rules are different than regular licensing and all of that. The boating world is getting more strict because of all of the accidents. Like where I'm from, you didn't need a boating license. You can just buy a boat and go out in the ocean and figure it out. But about 20 years ago or so, because I remember my dad was complaining about it, that he had to get an actual license to drive a boat. But most people just kind of taught themselves. But to be able to navigate in the ocean, because once you really go out far in the ocean, it ain't no street signs out there. You really just be out there and you have to learn how to use your navigation system to get back home. There are lighthouses out there and you can figure it out based on where the lighthouses are and the buoys and stuff like that. But it ain't nothing to play with. I promise you it's not. Mm-mm. I've been in a boating family my whole life. It is not a joke. It's not. It's nothing to play with. I mean, people bring their babies and stuff on boats and stuff like that. It's just not a safe sport. It's not. It's just because it's so unregulated. As you can tell, they let Wood drive a boat. You know what I mean? With a 5-minute lesson. And it's not like it was a lake. They were out in a bay. You keep going, you be in the ocean. And then those sandbars, if you don't know, they tell you don't go in the dark part because that's the deep part. Stay like in the green, whatever they said. It's just, I don't even, I don't, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then you got all them people out there drunk. And even Pete had said that the neighbor, whoever was next to them, I guess somebody said, you better watch the kids because the tide is coming in. Meaning it's getting deep, you dipshit. Get your kids in the boat. Hey, Farrah. You think there was some EPG? No, it wasn't. It was nobody else on that boat. It was no other adult on that boat. No, it wasn't. No, they will let you rent a boat like that. It's wild, right? I'm telling you, boating rules are different. They trying to get stricter because it be so many accidents. So many accidents. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I probably started driving my dad's boat when I was like 10. I should have been driving that boat at 10. Hell no. And I was gone too. Busting it wide open across the bay. Could barely see. Daddy, you was wrong for that. Especially if you grow up on the coast. If you grow up near water, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have boats and all of the things. Peace just cracked me up because she really don't think black people. She was born so poor that she really don't think black people do stuff. Hey, tell a girl that they left Tampa. Those kids sick of. Ah! Child, the way Wood scared the damn hell out of them. They wish they was back at damn Disney. I'm good, Jasmine. Is she trying to get rid of some of them? Oh, for the life insurance, don't say that. Which ones you think she gonna try to get rid of? The two that don't look like nobody. And then Tracy's ass, he don't damn listen. Poor McIntyre was so... Sit down, Choice. Sit down. I know he wanted to cuss, because, you know, that's the cusser. Not the twins. Oh, no, she in love with the twins. The twins could have been shark bait. If Wood would have hit one good bump, them twins would have went flying out in the water and sunk right down to the bottom. Even when they was out, I was wondering who was screaming at Choice. That was McIntyre. That was Mo called him Mac-Man. Mo called him Mac-Man. That was McIntyre. And you know I barely know the kid's difference, but I know him. That was McIntyre. That I know him because I wanted to take them braids out, wash his hair, twist it, condition it, re-braid it. Oh. And he said a cuss word. Did he? Because he cussed. McIntyre cussed. But Pete said she don't care if her kids cuss because her mom let her cuss. Yup. New boy, yes, she act like she's living a life no one has ever lived. It's so sad and so poor. And I'm not saying I wasn't raised rich. I was raised middle class. And my parents wanted us to have many different experiences. Even my kids, by the time they was 10, they had been, you know, to the Bahamas so much that they actually said, I don't want to go there no more. It's boring. You mother. You have to give your, and I praise her for that. You know, if we're going to say anything positive, we're going to give Peach a positive affirmation for doing that for her kids. It giving them experiences that her parents never gave her. Because, you know, Tracy was over there popping her pussy. So she ain't have time for all that. Allegedly. Hey, Tracy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't make no sense, girl. Over here eating and talking shit about people. It's crazy. She won an award for basic necessities like shelter, food. Thank you. Because she just ain't never had nothing. Yo, we gotta give her grace. We gotta give her grace. Sometimes I'm around people that really say odd, weird shit. And I'm like, I'm gonna give you grace for that. Because you don't know any better. You just don't know any better. So you got to give them grace. She believes all of her people are from the projects, and they're not. They at the Holiday Inn for one night, willing to vote for 4 hours, and she thinks she's showing us something. Girl, and then drove 8 hours in a van with all them. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I did that 2 summers ago. Call myself being the auntie, because my niece and nephews wanted to come to Florida with us. Come, we gonna get a van. We had a Sprinter, child. You thought we was a goddamn usher and shit. And I said, okay. Ooh, them kids drove me nuts. And they put me in the back seat with all them kids, toddlers, crying. Oh, I don't want to think about it. hmm I know that van. I know they was cutting up in that van. Ain't nothing dirty about Tracy. Tracy ain't dirty at all. I don't know why. I don't know where Peach get that dirty shit from. Tracy barely be finished cooking before she washing her pots. Ain't nothing dirty about Tracy. Nothing. If she was showing us her hair, I guarantee you it wouldn't be a mess. Her clothes always clean, always on point. You don't know. Only time you see her is when she the lumberjack. When she a lumberjack, she a clean lumberjack. Really, you think about it. They heading back tomorrow. Child. I mean, the trip was cute and all, but I just don't know why she didn't get the kids' hair together. You know how you go on vacation. Before you go on vacation, you got, especially us as the mother, we got so much to put together because the fathers ain't going to do that type shit. Get the kids' clothes together. Wood didn't put none of them clothes in the sandwich bags, which I'll never understand why she do that. But once she put the clothes in the sandwich bags, Wood should have been somewhere getting the kid's haircut. He just lazy as fuck. They looked horrible. They cute as a button, Taylor. We ain't gonna take that from them. They cute. I mean, she had their little matchable clothes on and all that is good. But we black people and we make sure our kids' hair is straight before they go anywhere. I had real quick on the hair situation, because let me tell you something. I don't went in front of a judge talking about hair because there was a foster family, white foster family, who would get black kids, and the mother didn't see the need in making sure their hair was straight. And I tried to say it to this bitch nicely. I tried to tell her to go, places where she could go to get the kids' hair done. When I tell you them girls' hair was so fucking coiled. Coiled. And she just, in her mind, she couldn't understand why I was so irate with her punk ass. I was like, I want these kids pulled from her house. She don't even give them the basic needs. She don't feel like she need to make sure that their hair was straight. And the judge ordered her to find a hairdresser, a salon, to take them girls to get their hair done. And they self-esteem and self-worth went from 0 to 20. I was so mad at this raggedy bitch, I didn't know what to do. I'm in my sessions with the girls doing their fucking hair in a damn therapy session, because fuck that. They're not going to school looking this crazy. Oh, that's what it just pisses. Oh, I was so mad. Anyway, I've lectured. I know, Cowboy, it's disgusting. I'm going to poop in a minute, probably on myself. Psych. McDonald's is gross. But these french fries, on point. But anywho, Peaches blames everyone else for her faults, but her sister, her brother are not messy and dirty. No. Sister, little project apartment is cute. Jasmine, anything that Tracy tried to teach Peach as a child, she rejects it. Oh, yeah. Yep, all of that. She can't comb gorgeous hair, so why would you get it wet? But you going swimming. Why wouldn't you get her hair braided? Why? Because you too busy sitting at goddamn Chick-fil-A eating and talking shit on the internet. I don't know why she would take Gorgeous to the braid shop with her. Miss Moneybags. Why? Why would you ever take them kids on that trip looking that raggedy? Somebody in her comment, it was a lot of comments about it, but this one lady, you could tell she was, an auntie, and she was like, Peach, your boy's hair really looks bad. We don't play that in the black community. We will drag a parent for having their kids' hair look like that. We will. We certainly will. And people are like, what do you mean? Why is it? It's important to their self-worth and self-esteem. Ugh. Meanwhile, her mom sleep good at night, knocked out, with no hollering kids, a good loving husband, lover, and puts his thing in her garage every chance he gets. Clean house, eat off the floors. And no foolishness, none. The boat ride had my anxiety all over the place. I do not like the ocean at all. I ain't a big fan of the ocean either. Trust me. I am not a big fan. I was just in Atlantic City, and did I go and put my toe in that water? And did not. I was just by the shore the other day when I went to go get me some crabs by the bay. Did I go over to the water? Oh, water? No. I grew up near the water. I do not like the water. I don't like the ocean. I don't. It's because I know what's in there. I know the dangers of the ocean, baby. All she cared about was her and Gregory hair and that ridiculous style he had. But I'm going to let him slide because he's a child. He can comb his hair. But they was the only two who had their hair done. Why wouldn't get his hair cut? What the helly? What the helly, Beyonce? Why? Peach only thinks about her. Peach Pat Crew thinks she is a good mother. Child, if they will call her out on some of her flaws, but I ain't saying she's the worst mother. She's a horrible mother. She's you do better when you know better. But even when I think she knows better, she's still gonna do it her way, and her way is usually not the right way. Yeah, she had choice at the end of the boat. And then at one point, she going to tell Wood to get choice. Now, how the hell he going to get choice when he in the middle of being Gilligan Island captain? How he going to get choice? Did you know Gregory and Wood never interact with each other? I've seen them interact. I'm sure Gregory has gone through phases where he hated Wood because he's hurt his mom so bad. And then Peach tells Gregory what's going on. But they were swimming together out in the water. They were swimming together. Isn't it, child? Remember, that's her president. He is. He gonna turn on her. I believe they are, and a sector of them are. That's the ones that she calls, pussy ass hoes and all that foolishness. Wood should have cut their hair. Thank you, Taylor. Didn't he just get a haircut set? It don't make no sense. I ain't never seen nothing so retarded. We don't use that word no more. So slow in all of my life. Why would you go? I could see if Wood was a daddy who worked 12, 15-hour days and he was just tired. So he said, when we get there, I'll cut their hair. He didn't even pack them clippers. I bet you his Gucci belt he packed. Choice hair was nappy as Choice had so much new growth around his ears that if he pulled his hair out, if he pulled it down, Choice, let me show you how long Choice hair was. If he had picked Choice, y'all, my hair ain't even done. But anyway, look, y'all. If Choice had pulled his hair down, Choice hair would have been down here, y'all. Look, y'all. Wait, let me turn my light on. This how long Choice hair would have been. That's how long Choice hair would have been, y'all. That's how long his hair would have been. But it was so gathered. It was so tight. It was so tight. But had he pulled it out, this how long Choice hair is, y'all. That's how long his hair is. Now you tell me that ain't a effing mess. You gonna do that to that baby. And Choice don't listen. And let me tell you something, Belle. Let me tell you something right now, because I used to have a program for autistic kids like Choice on saying, all over the scale, but most of them was like Choice. Let me tell you something. Before I took over the program, they used to let them kids get away with murder. Oh, them kids was so bad. When I took over that program, they let them kids get away with murder. I said, this ain't the real world. These kids got to learn the mind. They got to learn to follow the rules. And they're going to follow my rules. If they don't, I'm kicking them out the program. And they knew it too. I would suspend their asses. So you're suspended. No, 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 no. You suspended. You think you're going to be slapping people, doing what you want? No. I had them in tip-top condition, and it was 2 months. 2 months. You're not going to play with me in here. This ain't how the real work. I told y'all about the one that you couldn't sneeze around him because it triggered his senses. I wouldn't give a fuck. The world is made up of people who sneeze, especially me. I stay sneezing. You think I'm not going to sneeze because you don't condition your son to believe that the world is not supposed to sneeze because he got autism and he don't know no better? The fuck? I'm going to sneeze around him and I dare him to hit me. I broke him out of that in a week. A week. He changed that whole thing. He would be like, I don't hit. No, you don't hit because I'm over here sneezing and I'm full of allergies. Choice would be in tip-top condition fucking with me. Smarter they think they get away with what they know they can. Oh, they gonna out-slick her and Wood every time. It's only gonna get worse. Wait till they hit them adolescents. She lucky Gregory is not a bad kid. That McIntyre gonna give her a run for her money. The way he was wanted to cuss Choice ass out today. Peach had the twins on the boat. They should... Their hair was terrible, Miss Brown. I've talked about it for 20 minutes. Their hair was terrible. Horrible. Didn't even try. Horrible. And she's not like that. She's very behaved. Some are very... Because I'm sure your family has set rules and boundaries with her since a baby. And that's it. That's it and that's all. They need rules, boundaries, limits, all of that. Nobody's going to put up with that. And when that CPS worker asked her, they have summer programs for autistic kids. Oftentimes they go to school all the way through, all for 12 months. They might get 2 weeks off because they don't want them to lose any of the skills that they've learned. And so they would have connected her to that. But you know her, we got to go to Disney World. He can't be in a program to help him learn to be independent and in control when we got to run through Disney World. When we remember a few months ago, he ran through Disney World and was lost for a little minute. Because Gorgeous was screaming and someone was screaming. I would have pinched the shit out of Gorgeous. Girl, be quiet. Stop. You're doing too much. I think he's already hitting. She's scared of him. She's scared. Remember back when she was cool with Tracy? Tracy would have to take him to get his hair cut. He wouldn't listen to nobody but Tracy. We would see a different Choice if he was in Tracy's care, and I really believe that he would get much better if Tracy had him, because Peach ain't it. Nope, it'll be no way. The way she go, Choicey want a donut, Choicey want a hot dog, going to all these different stores and shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I know other parents who do that shit. I know other autistic parents who do that. I had another family I work with. Their son his preferred toys were airplanes. This mother would sit at the airport for hours watching airplanes come and go. If she didn't do it, her son, who was quite big, would have a fit and become aggressive. Y'all know I broke him from that. I said, no, that ain't gonna be. That's not gonna be it. We gonna work a system where that will be a reward, and it's not gonna be every day, because you don't have time to sit at no damn airport every day watching planes land and take off because that's what he wanna do. No. Told him he knows his mama don't want to be bothered with. She's scared of him. He's too much work. A lot of them will be getting it and good in my house, but their mama is girl could be no way. I mean, having out of control children causes so much anxiety for the whole family. You can't enjoy them. Kids want to be told what they need to do. They need to be guided. They need that. Just letting them do whatever they want, say whatever they want. The way they destroyed that chair looked like they pissed in it. And somebody took a dookie on it when she showed us them chairs. I want to put them in the dumpster. Shit is nasty. Nasty. I feel sorry for Choice. It's definitely not his fault. It's not, and he seems like a happy guy when he not mad. I'm sure that looks terrible. I'm sure when he goes off, he goes off. Girl, remember that? Child, they said Choicey and that puppy was in a room together, and ain't nobody but one of them walked out, and one of them couldn't walk no more, and was full of red stuff that came out of his body. That's what the people had said. Yeah, she didn't care that poor puppy had to go through that. Child, Miss Brown, she don't be in the everything she can do not to be around them kids. Well, she told y'all that. She said she only wanted to be around them 20% of the time. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, member. Yeah, she only want to be around them 20% of the time. That's why she makes her room her escape room. We'll call her room the escape room. If her and Wood could be locked in that room for 20 hours, she would love it. And let Wood go out and feed them. The rest of the house is a freaking wreck. But her room is nice, neat, pretty. Come on now. She'll regret it all. That video was so funny. I cracked up so hard and looking at Wood's face and those kids screaming. Oh my God, that was hysterical. That was hysterical. Not that the kids were scared. It was a little bit. It was just funny. I don't know why it was just so funny. Peach's main concern is Wood. All the children are trapped, but that's it. She really don't like being a mom as much as she put 100%. That's why when somebody said she might see her children being removed as a break, as much as you want to quick say, no, she wouldn't do that. I've witnessed families and females do that. Like, they don't mind if their kids are taken. Especially if they with a family member. They really get lazy then. Like, oh, well, let my aunt raise them. Let my cousin raise them. They get real lazy then. But she don't want nobody in her business, so that would disturb her. She don't want nobody around them but Wood. What was Wood going to do? Walk away from the steering wheel and go calm Choice down? Choice ain't that simple. He wouldn't have jumped on, he wouldn't have jumped in the water. But, the boat could have hit a wave and could have knocked him in. Definitely could have knocked him in. They just, watching them, I tell you, they the Beverly Hillbillies. They are the Beverly Hillbillies. They are like this country, ghetto, broke family that came up on money and they don't know nothing. Like, Simple things that most of us have experienced, they never experienced. And now they think they are like the first to do the shit. The shit is corny. Wood really looks stupid not having a life vest on while riding that boat. Now, Wood is, he did, he is, but Wood is a good swimmer, allegedly, from what I can tell. Hi, Nurley. Wood is a decent swimmer. And a lot of captains of their boats don't wear life preservers. If you go and look, most people I know never wore life preservers. They didn't. They were on the boat because that is a regulation. But who was checking to see if they were even on the boat? Nobody. Then they developed these life jackets that were not like the ones they had on were very old school life jackets. Most people don't wear those big ass life jackets like that anymore. They have like slimmer ones that as soon as you hit the water, they come out, they open up. Those are the ones that, as we got older, we had that type. They are more expensive, but if they're not as high and cumbersome like them old ones are. And they didn't even have them on correctly. If they would have fell in the water, they probably would have come off. Just because they're inexperienced, they don't know what they're doing. Families like that shouldn't, that much inexperience. I can't see that being safe to be out there like that. It just wasn't. Wood has some skinny legs, a beer belly, and his head looks bigger than his body. Jasmine, don't do that to Wood. Y'all, when Wood clean himself up, Wood ain't bad looking, y'all. Don't do that. Wood ain't bad looking. Wood ain't bad looking. His little belly is getting a little bit big. When he feel like it get too big, he start working out again. He'll get it together. The poor twins did not have no hat on. Girl, they don't own a hat. No sunscreen, nothing. And I don't know nothing about seizures, but I'm thinking that if you have a seizure disorder, don't they tell them don't be in the sun? Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but if somebody got a seizure disorder, are you supposed to be in the sun like that? Or am I making this shit up? Too chaotic. It's just not safe. It's just, I'm so happy they made it back, y'all, for real. I'm so happy they made it back because there was a family whose child didn't make it back last week or Thursday or whenever it happened. I guess it was yesterday that little black girl drowned out there. He not bad looking. If I was that age and saw Wood somewhere and he had on his Gucci belt, I might chit chat with him for a few minutes. Why was that baby phenomenal sitting in the corner by himself? That wasn't safe at all, especially with Wood steering that boat too fast. First of all, I believe what happened with Phenomenal, now y'all, I might be making this up and I hope I'm wrong. When Phenomenal got his ice cup, now you know they sell liquor within them. They sell liquor. I feel like they might have gave that baby one with liquor in it because Phenomenal looked drunk. Phenomenal looked drunk. Like he was just chilling. Phenomenal look, he had that big old cup. He ate the whole thing. Phenomenal was on something, child. He looked drunk. Phenomenal looked drunk. You know, Peach didn't taste it. They might have gave him one with alcohol by mistake. When he hits puberty, he already in puberty, y'all. Don't you know? I think he in puberty. Oh, another thing about boys with autism, when they do hit puberty, they get much more aggressive and they masturbate like crazy. You have to really train them not to do that. They get so hot down between their legs. They go, yeah, it's a lot of that. That's why he should be in his own room. I only heard a Phenomenal cry. Little Nana. You know she hate it when we be calling her kids by their name and acting like we like them and stuff. She hate that shit. Right now, after we wash him off, I'm telling you, stupid. Tell you gonna give him a real deep, deep, deep bath. Would you pour a little bit of bleach in the water? Just a tap full, a half a cap. Would you put a half a cap of water, like a little bit of bleach? Stupid. Woo, girl, I don't want none of them kids. They all got them two slow ass genetics. No, thank you. Motion sickness. Maybe he was, but he wasn't crying. I know when I get seasick, I cry, ball up in a knot, mad. I done been seasick many times. I ain't never been chilling, child. I be in a ball and then cry. Ugh. Yeah, but if would hit a wave going at that speed, that boat would have jumped because the baby to be thrown overboard. I know. Should have at least have McKay holding him. You're right. You're right. McKay was too busy getting his own footage. A lot of bad things could have happened, and thank God it didn't. A lot of things could have happened. Thank God it didn't. Thank God it didn't. Seasick feels like nausea. It's horrible. My dad's boat, we had a couple of boats growing up, but they usually had like bedding underneath. Like a lot of the boats have like a little place you could go, a cabin that you can go underneath, and like it had like a little bed type situation. I would always end up there balled up in a knot, sick. I've been on cruises and got seasick. You just feel, and some people, my kids threw up because they got seasick on a cruise, like one of their first cruises. They threw up. My daughter threw up all over the elevator. Ugh, destroyed that elevator because she was seasick. Our first time on my dad's boat, we all got sick. Some of us threw up. Yeah, you throw up, you get dizzy. And the way my parents were set up, they still wasn't going home. I'm like, yo, I'm sick. At my dad's funeral, so many of my cousins told the story about going on my dad's boat, and some of my friends and neighbors and stuff. Hi, welcome to the membership. Members, I'm going to be dropping y'all the phone call that I had with Productions. I never sent it to y'all. With Productions lawyer. I'm going to drop that tonight. But anyway, at my dad's funeral, several of my like cousins and some friends talked about going out on my dad's boat and how they got sick, and my dad was like, "Oh, you'll be okay." That was like, I'm really trying to go home. My dad was like, "No, you'll be all right." Thank you, and thank you for the super chat. I used to get car sick when I was little, but never seasick or air sick. Terrible. Still can't sit in the back seat. I have to be driving or in the front seat. Really? Wow, Rosie. I never got, this car never got me sick. The train, I would take trains a lot. Going to like Florida. That's how we used to get to Florida because my husband didn't fly. And so we would take Amtrak and people would get sick. I never got sick on Amtrak, but it's a very bumpy ride. It's a very bumpy ride. And I just recently flew again after not flying for 25 years, and I didn't get sick like I thought I was. Well, of course I was, you know, I had taken a little something, something to help me chill out, you know. So I didn't get sick, but seasick, I've been seasick many times. I cruise and I don't get seasick, but flying, you get sick like that? Ugh. No, I didn't get sick, but cruising, what I do now when actually I do this on a train too. I take a motion sickness pill. I just remembered I do that. And on a cruise ship, I'll take a motion sickness like 20 minutes before or 30 minutes before I board the boat, and then maybe like one or two while I'm out to sea, just to make sure I don't get sick. But I am prone to getting seasick. That was part of the reason why I hated going out on my dad's boat, because I would get sick. So it wasn't like a fun time for me. I started to hate it. And we weren't forced to go because my older sister never went. But see, here I go with my big back. They would have some nice snacks and stuff in the cooler, and I really was there for that. And that good old bologna sandwich. But after I ate that shit, I was ready to go home. Yeah, Cheryl, me too. And now I knew, to give something for my kids too, because they all, except the baby, they all got sick. They all got sick. Yep, we take Dramamine. That's what we take. Yep, that's what I take. But I didn't need it for on the airplane. I'm surprised her kids didn't. Nobody got sick. I'm surprised nobody got sick. You couldn't tell Wood nothing. Wood was. You couldn't tell Wood nothing. Yes, you do. Thanks for my daughter. Yeah. Yeah, I take something. You have to, but that whole thing with the boat and all that, a lot of bad things could have happened, and we all can see that, because especially if, if you got any type of age on you, you know what could happen. But you also can't let things like what could happen stop you from experiencing things. You want to be able to experience different things and not let fear stop you. I commend her for that. But you also got to be safe. They were just screaming and hollering. Someone was saying they're sorry. I heard somebody else say that. I didn't hear nobody saying they're sorry. Yes, Oscar, I'm in a safe place to do my live. Yes, I'm at the drive-in through. Yes. Yes, I am. I have vertigo, so I will never get on a boat. Girl, you'll be falling overboard. As much as they get on those rides at Disney, they used to all that motion. That's true. I think they were scared it was Wood staring at the boat. You know what? But because they really don't have experience being out in the ocean, I think Peach might have said, Wood, we going to the deep part. Like, she had to incite that, in my opinion. Because in most cases, kids are going to have fun. Like, that wouldn't have scared them. It scared her because she knew they were out too far. I think she said that. I think she said, like, oh my God, we're out too far. And then that got them scared. Like, you know what I mean? Now she said they're going to go jet skiing. Lord Jesus, y'all ready for that? They're going jet skiing, y'all. Oh, Lord. Even when I've done jet skiing, you know how you on an island and you out in the Bahamas, and then you want to go jet skiing, and yeah. And then they said when you get out there now in the dark part of the water, that's deep, real deep. Girl, when I go jet skiing, I be so close to the goddamn side. I damn near be jet skiing on the beach. I'm scary. I can't do it. It's sharks out there, stingrays, goddamn mermaids. It's all kinds of shit out there. I can't do it. Darker the water, the deeper it is, right? That's all I remember them ever telling me when I would be in the islands. Like, if you go to the dark part, sis, that's deep. No, I'm not doing that. Peach was scared. Peach was scared. Jet skiing, never in my life. Never in my life would I do that. But we also know fear will stop you from experiencing things. We don't want to be scary. Okay, Oscar, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But here's the problem with that. Sometimes that juice be rotten. That's what I say about dark skinned men. I love them, but sometimes that juice be rotten inside. Eesh. How are they going to do it with 9 kids, child? I guess the twins gonna be on the steering wheel on the little and then she'll have maybe a couple of them on her back, on her side. Child, I don't know. I don't know how they gonna do it. Are we gonna get to see that later? They might have did that today. Whew, Lord, we gonna fall out. I swear, they vacations have me rolling. They vacations have me roll. Did y'all watch Last Straw or Straw? I know I'm late, but me and my sister watched it last night. Jet skiing. How the H is she going to do that? Hey! She gonna put them in her bathing suit. I don't think she gonna do it. Her and Gregory McKay may do it. I did jet skis, but I was behind a Bohemian Man when I did it. I was behind the Bohemian Man. I said, I don't want to drive myself. You drive me, man. So I sat behind him very close. I was single, but I was very close behind him. And then he wanted to get behind me and poke me all the way up and down the bay, poking me. He was poking me. I don't have Netflix, but debating on getting it back to watch. Girl, I know. We had to call my niece and get her passcode. We ain't got it either. And if they don't know how to get back on it, that's going to be set on. Girl, once you fall off a jet ski, you done up. Trying to drag yourself back up out of that water. Girl, they be ready to poke you all night in the Bahamas. Child, bye. They'll drive you around all right. They sure will. Something was poking me. Nearly. We just... I'm like, something ain't right. What is poking me? It's hard to some people. I say nothing. You know what, Oscar? I'm not playing with you because you sound like you a child, and I don't play with kids like that. But yeah. So anyway, I watched Straw. It was okay. It was all right. I guess it gave what it was supposed to give. It was good. It was all right. I was laughing at parts I probably shouldn't have been laughing at. And my sister said, you made it because we were told that people was like, oh my God, I was crying and I cried. And it was like certain parts that I think I should have been crying was hysterical to me. Well, because I knew it was a movie. So, but the way Peach went on and on about it, she killed me talking about she hates single parents. Bitch, you single. You're a single parent with a husband. Oh my God. I mean, she just got people all up in their feelings. I'm like, would y'all stop falling for what Peach got going on? She knows she a single mom herself. The hell is she talking about? Sinbad looked good. Sinbad, he played the guy in the wheelchair. He's an old school comedian. He's had a very bad stroke. And so he was very happy that he had the opportunity to be in a movie. That was good. I didn't cry, but the plot twist did surprise me. I know. But I had already knew that was going to happen. Somebody had told me, but I didn't tell my sister. I wanted to see how she was going to act when it happened. Yeah. Saying that mom shouldn't go on government assistance. She sound dumb when she say that. She really thinks a lot of people experience government assistance. That's been her world. I mean, you go by what you know. That's all she grew up knowing. She has no idea. And then she went from that, you know, being in a, socioeconomic disadvantaged environment, black, to being, going to a white school and experiencing that. But she never experienced middle class and upper class black people. And I can't even say that I blame her, because a lot of people didn't know what that looked like. Really, until we start watching, not me, because I knew what it looked like, because I was blessed to be around people who were homeowners and all of that, black folks. But she didn't experience that. Peaches didn't experience that. But then a lot of us got to see what that looked like through watching the Huxtables. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Am I back? Anywho, let me see what Cheryl said. A single married woman, she is. We all have known women. Thank y'all. We all have known women in those situations. That man is there solely because he has nowhere else to go. If Wood had another opportunity, another woman who would be willing to take him and all his bullshit, I he would leave. He would 100% leave. He would. He would leave, be in a totally new relationship, and see them when he saw them. And it wouldn't be often. And Peach would be stuck with all them kids and no help until finally she has a mental break, and her mom and all of them will have to go over and help her, because I know Tracy would. Even though she treated her like shit. I know she would. Hey, Tracy girl. Peach is stupid. Remember when she had a meltdown and tossed all of Wood's clothes in the truck, sold his jewelry, and filed for divorce? She's done that a couple of times. She's done that a couple of times. I promise you, if Wood gets into another relationship, just like his father did Miss Sophia. How do I know this? Peach told us. I don't know that lady. But if Wood had the opportunity, because he was ready to end it, he was ready to throw it all away when Fifi was pretending and playing with him on the phone. He wanted to meet up with Fifi so bad he could feel it in his drawers. But if he had the opportunity, I mean, hell, he tried to sleep with Barbie. He tried to sleep with Barbie. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I thought Barbie was gonna be, didn't look the way I thought Barbie was gonna look. But anywho, that just show you the coochie ain't got no face. She got the nerve to talk about the character on Straw, or she called it Skrull. Rosie, shut up. Scrawl. Not Scrawl. Peach ain't got the right to talk about nobody. The mess of a life she got going on right now. Nobody. Wood is so lazy. I still can't believe that man did not do them kids' hair. He did not take them boys to get their hair cut for this trip. I'm still on that. Peach forgets where the hell she came from. Money made her complete jackass. I think she was a jackass before the money, but the money turned her up. The money definitely turned her up. And the teacher's aide. It was two teacher's aides. You can't trust him to even go to the barber shop. Because he want to sleep with everybody. He want to pump on everybody. He want to poke everybody. Poke, poke, poke. I believe she lied about the condo. I really believe she lied about the condo. Or maybe she didn't. That girl looks like she can. Oh, maybe. Tussle? Who? Peach can't fight. You talking about Barbie? She mad at Barbie. I don't know what Barbie did, but she don't take the kids to get their hair done with Barbie no more. Hey, Tim. The mistress. I wonder why Amazing is the only one whose hair is cut. That's why they should do all the kids' hair. He practiced on Amazing. He had practice cutting hair on Amazing. Now I don't know who Amazing's daddy is because he don't look like nobody. But he used him as practice. Yep. Hey, entertainment you love. You going live later or you live now? I was trying to hurry up and do my live before because I know you said you was going to go live later. Girl, I don't think it ain't a strong enough clippers to get through Nom Nom hair. It ain't a clipper strong enough to get through that. That's got to be cut. That's got to be picked. That's got to be picked and then cut. Oh, okay. Girl, but that's it, y'all. That's all I had to say. I've never seen Amazing with his hair all matted. Oh, when I tell you matted. Now, let me tell you something. Their hair must be down their damn back because it's so tight. Woo! We ain't going to use the word nappy because somebody got offended that I used the word nappy on my title. I didn't know what else to say. What you want me to say? In the black community, god damn it, we say nappy. We can say coiled. What about coiled? Twisted real tight? I don't know what else to say. I'm going to have to say nappy. I would take Amazing back to the hospital. I just can't with his head. Tell I can't with you. What them people going to do about his head? Peach didn't shape it. You only get you get a very small window to shape your kid's head. And if you don't shape it right when they babies, they done for life. She ain't shaping the twin's head right. That one twin head is shaped lopsided. Nappy and matted. That's the only thing I could come up with. Now, we know our hair is we have curls. Our hair is very curly. We call it nappy. Happily nappily. Combed them kids' hair, Peach. That was disgusting. The way you took them on vacation. We black folks, we don't do that. When we go on vacation, we get new clothes, we get our hair done, and we get new flip-flops, bitch. Those always been my rules. New flip-flops, new short sets, and your hair got to be combed. She didn't, the twins' head ain't shaved. It's done now, it's too late. Barbie was beating her out of a lot of money. Barbie was paying her rent 3 times over off of Peach. Or we gonna get some new sandals. And let me tell you something. I say black folks because I done been on many cruises with them other folks, and they don't look like they bought nothing new. Flip-flops, black, leaning to the side, beat up, Nikes, running up. Like, they don't look like they had on nothing new. I said, y'all came on vacation like this? We gonna get it right on vacation. We popping tags on vacation. Now, when we get home, we might not be able to pay our car note. But damn it, we gonna have a good time on that trip. Why her son was in the hospital I don't know. You'll never get the truth. I don't know what was, maybe it was a respiratory problem, child. I don't know. He ain't the one that was born with a half a brain, is he? No, she told us that. I think that's, which one she said y'all was born with a piece of his brain was missing? Wonderful? I think it was Wonderful. Ain't nothing wrong with Wonderful. Wonderful take better care of them kids than anybody around in that house. Even poor little Nom Nom be trying to feed the twins, child. My hair undone and not my... She got her hair done and the kids look, especially your daughter. That ruined the whole trip for me. Don't laugh at me, entertainment you love, husband. And it ruined the whole trip. As soon as I saw how nappy their hair was, I was done. I was done. I said Tracy would never. I was done. I was done. Wood clothes. Wood ain't had a good outfit since they was balling at with MCM and Polo. All his Polo stuff, Peach done ruined it by putting bleach and shit all over it. He don't have no more of his Polo sets. That's done up. Oh, I know. His crack was out. Oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. Amazing seemed to be having anxiety problems. Which one is Amazing? The one that don't look like nobody? What was Choice saying? What was Choice was saying one of their names? What was he? Amazing? No, Phenomenal Champ of the World. Right, mommy? Phenomenal Champ of the World. Right, mommy? Oh, Lord. I don't know why the boys with autism, their voices stay pre-adolescent. They have this weird octave in there. I'm not going to say weird, but kind of. This octave in their voices, and it stays like that. They like, hey, mommy, you see me, mommy? Like, they talk. That's how they talk. I don't know why. I think their voice box doesn't develop all the way. Poor Gorgeous. I can't wait until she learns how to comb her own hair. Yeah, but who taught us how to comb our hair? Our moms. My mom taught me how to braid. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have anybody to teach her. And Tracy ain't combed her hair in 20 years, so she don't know. She probably don't forgot. I'm ignorant. She probably don't forgot how to comb. She has no female that can help her comb her hair. Nobody. Nobody. She's never gonna learn. She's going to be like her mom and can't even comb her own hair. Yeah. Yes, Marky. Like, get Choice. No, but you get Choice. I know. McIntyre was mad. McIntyre wanted to say, sit the fuck down, Choicey. Sit down. Ooh, McIntyre was mad as shit. He said, sit down, Choicey, sit down. He was so goddamn mad he didn't know what to do. And Greggy McKay still up there. Woo! Get your big ass back here and help your damn mama. Girl, I can't. I told you I felt like I was on that boat. I was on that boat with them. McIntyre cussed anyway, but I want to go back and hear him cuss. I got to go back and watch it again. McIntyre, she already said McIntyre is allowed to cuss. McIntyre cuss you out. Cuss me out. They want, oh, I can't wait for the jet skiing. I'm about to holler. They vacations crack me up. I don't care what I can't wait for them to go on the next one. This was funnier than when Choicey ran off to go see something at Adventure Island or whatever the freak they was. And Amazing Life went running after him and the whole goddamn family was lost. Child, it took one of the peach patch to find them. Nuh-uh. They was telling one of the CPS workers to shut up. Oh, I can see that. Oh, I can see that. Oh, yeah, Pete. Entertainment, you love. Shut up. Troy said, Mommy, I'm going to see the penguins. I'm going to see the penguins. No, Choicey, don't go. Wait. Bye. Took off running. Amazing Life said, bitch, you named me amazing, and I'm going to show you how amazing I am. Choicey. Girl, when I tell you I holler, I only laugh after I know everything is cool. I'm gonna be cracking up. I can't wait for her to post the shit. Please give us something to talk about. Go on another vacation. Go on vacation every fucking day, bitch. Go on vacation every day. We're here for it. We want you to go on vacation every day. Woo! Y'all, anywho, let me go. Let me go. I've done enough, you know. Now I got to get down on my knees and pray to the Lord to forgive me for talking about these sweet babies and their mama and their daddy. But y'all, let's stay tuned. Let's pray that they go on another vacation and they post it. And then we will unpack the entire vacation and crack up. Because the shit is funny. It's hysterical. Jasmine, I've been ate my food. Girl, I've been ate my food. And they don't even they're not doing curbside. They cut the curbside off. Okay? Cut it off. But I'm over here. Wood's face, oh my God. And he has no fatherly instinct. My dad would have been like, shut up. Be quiet. And we would have zipped that shit. Zipped it. They don't pay Wood no attention. They look like, you broke ass nook. We crying because we know your drunk ass is probably drunk and about to drive us upside this bridge. Girl, my dad would have looked at us and we would have shut the hell right on up. With no words needed to be said. But anyway, y'all, enjoy your Father's Day tomorrow. If y'all still have a daddy here on earth, give him a kiss. Hold him so tight. I got to go see my daddy in the upper... No. Damn, what I'm about to say. Daddy, I ain't trying to see you in the upper room. Oh, no. I said I'm coming to your grave, and I'm going to see you there, honey. I'll see you there. But he was about to curse Peach ass out until he seen the camera. Girl, I know my dad is deceased, too. This is going to be my first Father's Day without him, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'll cry in my sleep tonight. I'll be all right. But anywho, y'all, happy Father's Day to everybody who still has their dad. He looked like he had a couple of drinks. We're still drinking. Wouldn't you still drink if you was living with them people? I'd be drunk every day. Just drunk. Girl, y'all ain't gonna keep me on here. I got to get back home. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.